edition of Spikes and Flats. Yep, we're on location here at Horner Park, Chicago. I know some of you old timers were playing here back in the day, back in the 70s. It's seldom used for cross-country meets, but we've had just finished up a developmental meet, and we're going to shoot, as you can see, on location. I'm with, first of all, this is Tony Prepster from Mile Split, Illinois, and I'm with my trusty co-host, Miss Kaylin.
Hello.
So we're about ready to film here. All right, top.
All right, first what's up is proper maintenance of an athlete.
Yeah, I'm gonna start this off. As you know, we're in the fall season now, but the weather's still warm. For example, Thursday evening here, sunny skies, 81 degrees, which in a sense is still very warm conditions to be a long distance runner. I'm going to meets and I'm starting to see athletes still falling out, dehydrated, not eating properly, all of that stuff. And it's at this point in the season, October, we shouldn't really be having these issues, because I know you've been told by your coaches, I know you've been taught by your parents, take care of yourself as an athlete day after day after day. But you, being an athlete, I think sometimes it needs to be heard from an athlete. So I know coaches have talked to you, Coach Jeff has preached to you about taking care of yourselves 3 or 4 days before a major meet. Is there anything you want to say to your fellow athletes about proper maintenance of themselves?
Yeah, for an example, like right now, I've been sick for the past week, and I've made the wrong choice in not resting, and that's really important. Like if you're sick, make sure you sleep. Listen to your doctor. Like if you got to miss a practice, miss it. It's better to recover than to run sick. Hydration, as much as you hear that, it's more important than you think. Because when you don't hydrate, your body's not able to do the right functions to keep your muscles moving where they should be when you're racing. Food, the less you eat, the worse you're going to do. You have to eat way more than you think you should. Athletes need to eat so much. I can't even stress enough how much you should eat, especially before a race.
Cheeseburgers good?
No, you got to eat healthy too. Like, I'm not saying you can never have chips again, just watch out on those fatty foods. Stick to carbs, water, just healthier foods like fruits, vegetables. Stay away from like greasy French fries. Like stay away from all the greasy fats and fast food. No fast food. And popped coffee dehydrates you. If you drink that, you got to drink at least like 4 times as much water of what you just drank of the pop. So it's not worth it.
So you heard it from the horse's mouth here, and I'm not going to belabor the point, because I know I preach until I'm blue, and I'm losing my mind with my own athletes. I know you coaches out there are getting blue in the face telling your kids, look, drink Gatorade, drink water, drink water, drink water, drink water. I mean, we have big billboard signs. What else do we need to do? Do we need to handcuff you to a water fountain? No, just do what you're told, and that'll be the end of that. So that's that. Thank you, Kaylin, for sharing that.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got next?
All right, so this season is changing. So how should you?
All right, this season is changing. So basically what that means is you got to start dressing appropriately for practices, because I know that some schools have morning practices. It's not 70 degrees in the mornings anymore. So that means you're going to bring out the sweats. Eventually you're going to have to bring out the hats and gloves. Just getting ready for the change of fall. I promise you, in about 2 weeks from now, it's not going to be 80 degrees every day. The highs are going to average around low 60s, high 50s. So that means wearing sweats, bringing a long sleeve shirt, bringing an extra change of clothes, because I know some of our athletes, they'll practice, they'll actually leave in sweaty clothes, which I don't make too much of a fuss about because it's warm, but you do want to change out of wet, nasty clothes when the temperature changes, because you don't want to just get put on something and then you're still wet underneath. So that's one of the things that we need to do. Is there anything else in terms of the seasons changing that you need to be aware of?
Just adjust. You still drink. If it's cold, you might not want to drink as bad as you do when it's hot, but hydration is just as important no matter the temperature. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah, hydration. Just because it's cool outside doesn't mean that you don't need fluids, and you still need fluids because you're an athlete. As long as you're an athlete, you need fluids. You more than your regular student athlete. Regular students that go to class 8 hours a day to go home, you want to make sure that you still take in the same amount of fluids. Vitamin C is a big thing. Orange juice, not high C, okay? Like Minute Maid orange juice. Shoot, even Jewel brand orange juice, 100% vitamin C. Some of those what's those one drinks, naked drinks? I'm not sure. They may have good vitamin C, and I'm not really sure, but even a vitamin C tablet, whatever. You want to take vitamin C, grapefruit. I know it's a little sour. That's good too, and maybe an apple juice or something like that. So season is changing. The leaves are falling off the trees, as you can see. So it's fall now, right? All right.
All right. So NXN Part 2.
NXN stands for Nike Cross Nationals. That's the premier team postseason championships. The regional meet for us, we're in the Midwest. It's going to be held in Terre Haute, Indiana, November the 17th. That's on a Sunday. All right. Most of the good teams are good teams. You could be average. You could be below average. It's a great experience if you can make that trip after the state championship, or if you don't qualify for the state championship. It's a great experience. I encourage each of you to participate in it if that's something that you want to do. If you didn't get enough of cross country, I know that York will be there from the boys' side. You got Hinsdale's, Naquil Valley. On the girls, you got Naperville North, Palatine. You got Palatine on the boys' side. So it's going to be great. It's going. The Midwest has been a strong region since the beginning. This will be the 10th year anniversary, I believe. 9th or 10th, I believe it's 10. I am the Midwest chair. Was an individual manager 4 times. So if you have any questions regarding meet information, contact me at tjones@milesplit.com, or you can hit me on Twitter at ILPTT. If you have any questions at all, 24 hours a day, I'll promise to get back to you with your questions, okay? So I will be talking more about Nike Cross, more of the logistics of it as weekly as time goes on. Oh, you can go to runnerspace.com/MidwestNXN. That's the official website.
All right. So what's up with this past weekend?
This past weekend was a lot of teams were idle, but at the same time there was a lot of good stuff happening. I was at Palatine Invitational in Palatine, also known as the Meet of Champions. It was a great meet put on by Quish Quick. He's the boys' meet manager. Joe Parks is the girls' meet manager from Palatine High School. Great meet that they put on. Team from Kentucky. Oh, actually, team from Kentucky tried to three-peat. They were stopped by Palatine girls. I know Coach Parks wasn't super happy about his girls, but they did enough to win. They're top 12 team, top 13 team in the country. On the boys' side, York demolished the competition. Enough said about them. Naperville North girls, they suffered their first defeat of the year. They went out to Minnesota, the Roy Gryak. Actually, they didn't run terrible. They didn't run too bad. They just didn't have the best race on a tough course. I know Coach Iverson told me that the girls had went out a little faster than they normally did, and they learned a valuable lesson. So look for them to be very ready to get it on in the next couple of weeks. So that's the main highlight. That's all. Of course, there was a bunch of other meets going on around the state this year. And I'm sure that you can go on to IllinoisMilesplit.com. We got tons of meet results. We got pages with photos. You can go and check out the meet results if you haven't seen them. Outro. Okay, good. I'll be at Lockport, Locktoberfest this Saturday for a boys only meet hosted by Lockport High School at Dalewood Park in Lockport. I have my meet preview up. By the time that you see this, the meet preview hopefully will be up. So if you're in the area, Lockport, Dalewood Park, come and check it out. It's an all boys meet. Hinsdale Central is going to be there. There's going to be like 7 or 8 ranked teams. Lincoln Way Central is going to be there. Lions is going to be there. It's going to be a rankings shake-up. So after this weekend, the rankings is going to get shooken up. So it's going to be a great meet. I know the Niles West meet is this weekend. Wheaton North Falcon Girls Flight meet. Naperville North will be the host team there. So come out. If you're not at Lockport, come out to Hinsdale and these other places. And that's pretty much it. Kaylin did a great job. Hopefully you get healthy. You don't catch the wrath of your coach. And everyone else out there, as I always tell you, listen to your mama, listen to your coaches, and listen to your teachers, and we'll see you next week. Thank you for tuning in.